Hey, sixth grade. So we've been working on our rock presentation, and each day you should have been adding a little bit more to the same presentation. You don't have to make a new presentation each day. I know some people were confused about that. So the very last step of our rock presentation is to create the metamorphic rock cycle. So if you have your sedimentary rocks, your sedimentary rock cycle, your igneous rocks and pictures, your igneous rock cycle, your metamorphic rocks and your pictures, then you should have 2 slides left, and this should be your metamorphic rock cycle. So I have already added my text box by coming up here and adding a text box this way. I've already added my arrow by coming up here, clicking on arrow, and then you can see they add these little purple dots to help you. And then you can change the thickness of the line once it's highlighted in blue like this. You can come over here and you can make it thicker so that you can see the arrow easier. And once I did that, I looked up how is metamorphic rock made. And I found a website from nationalgeographic.org. It was a pretty reliable source. And after reading a little bit of the passage, I found this one. A metamorphic rock, on the other hand, begins. That tells me it's a starting word. Begin means first. As a rock, either sedimentary, igneous, or even a different sort of metamorphic rock. So I copied this and I pasted it right here and I cited my evidence. So if I come to my works cited slide, this is my 6th website that I've used. So I put a 6 and I copied and pasted where to find that website. So now I'm on the 2nd step for metamorphic rocks. And I have my text box here. And I'm going to copy and paste. So I want to make sure that I add quotation marks. And let's see, the conditions required to form metamorphic rock are very specific. So the existing rock has to be exposed to high heat, pressure, and a high mineral-rich fluid. Usually all 3 of these circumstances are met. Okay, so I'm going to do Control C. I'm going to come back to my presentation and do Control V, and then add quotation marks. And I got this from the same place. I want to do Shift 9, 6, and Shift 0 to get my last comma. And I can move this down a little bit so that I have room. All right, then I'm going to add another text box. And I'll do my shift and quotation marks so that people know that these aren't my words, that I got them from somewhere else. Let's see. So these conditions are mostly found either deep in the Earth's crust or plate boundaries where tectonic plates collide. Okay, so let's see, it can't form magma or else it becomes igneous rock. Let's see, it talks about different kinds. So they form deep in the Earth's crust. They're often exposed to the surface of the Earth. Okay, so I can make this. They're exposed on the surface of the Earth. Happens due to geologic uplift. And then I can Control C and come back to my presentation and do Control V. I need to add my quotation marks at the end to close it, and I need to cite my evidence by doing Shift 9. This is my 6th website, so I'll put a 6 and Shift 0. Now to close my cycle, I need my last arrow. So I'll click on the arrow. And I'll make it go to this one. And I want to make the line a little bit thicker, so I can do that there. So now I have my metamorphic rock cycle. It begins with a sedimentary, igneous, or another metamorphic rock. It's exposed to high heat, high pressure, and a hot mineral-rich fluid. And then it forms in the deep crust and is exposed on the surface of the Earth. And then it starts all over again. And that's my cycle. Turn this in and you're finally done with your presentation. Congratulations, 6th grade. I can't wait to see your finished product.